Welcome in, everyone. You're watching episode 9 on the Paperhats Season 2. So I've been doing quite a bit on the server lately. It's been a lot of boring stuff. That's why I've not been making too many videos. But that storage system, or, storage chest, whatever you want to call it, it's really a chest monster up on the surface there with just all of our stuff that we've been living out of. I've slowly but surely either been burning the things that I don't need, or moving it down here to the storage system that we built in episode 2 or 3. I can't really remember which episode that was. But on top of that, I've been doing a lot of mining. And honestly, I've used a lot of the gold. Which we don't really need gold because we actually have a gold farm. There's a couple of things I haven't shown you guys. But as you can see, the biggest thing that I have is another quartz ore. And my idea for that is, honestly, this nether quartz ore, we do have a piglin trading farm up in the nether, built by Siphon, but I helped him out with a few things there, so he lets me use it for free. I will show you guys that later in this episode, but yeah, since we have this ore, I'm thinking I might just sell the ore, because, we can just trade for quartz, obviously. Another thing that we can sell is the nether quartz ore and just gold ore itself, because we have a gold farm, so I can get all the gold without having to break this ore, because that's good for terraforming. We may actually use some of this, especially the gold ore. I'll probably keep that until I get a lot more, and then also iron ore. Since we have a mega iron farm, I can actually sell this ore as terraforming supplies. Of course, I want to keep some too, because that really makes good decoration, having little ores in your stone and things like that. But yeah, we have some lapis, a ton of coal, and a ton of redstone. Now, the reason I've been digging out the nether is actually a really important one, and I've just sort of put most things on hold right now. Siphon has been digging out a 128 by 128 block sphere in the nether, because we are going to put a wither skeleton head farm, so we can have unlimited beacons. Now, in Paperhats Season 1, it took a while for us to get there, to where we had unlimited beacons, but we are doing that early on this season, and I've just sort of put everything on hold and dug out as much netherrack as possible. Now, first of all, you saw how much nether quartz ore I had. That's one byproduct of that, and I'm proud that I'm able to own that much ore, honestly, but I'm going to be able to sell that. Now, we have mined 271,000 netherrack right now, which is actually insane. That's more. I've never mined anything that much in Minecraft. So yeah, that's a pretty good achievement if I do say so myself. But yeah, we will go take a look at that later in the episode. Also, there's some big news here in a minute I do need to share. But yeah, let's go look at my cave, and maybe we can plan out some texturing and things for that. Well, I've got some news. I walked out of my hut over there, and somebody has put some diorite scorpions in my cave here. You owe us money. That is definitely ShepherdTamer, because I explained in the last episode. Oh, wow. They're on the roof. They're coming in through the sides. What does this one have, a double stinger? Wait a minute. That looks a little mutated. Unless scorpions really do have 2 stingers in real life. I don't know that much about scorpions. That is hilarious, though. He did a good job. They say if you can recognize a build, then it's a good build. And these are 100% scorpion. Pay up or else. Okay there, ShepherdTamer. Okay, let's see what this one says. I am Oh, do queen scorpions have 2 stingers? If they do, that is absolute news to me. But anyways, I explained in the last episode that, we were supposed to pay Shepherd netherite instead of ancient debris. And I guess this is, he's trying to send a message here. So, You know, obviously 16 netherrack, or 16 netherite. 16 netherrack would be super easy to get. But yeah, so I guess we need to go get a little more netherite today as well while we're in the nether, and just give him a payment, because if I did agree on that, then I do want to pay my debt. Now, although there is the matter of the prank here, so we're gonna have to get him back at some point. Maybe not this episode. I've got to. If I come up with a great idea, we will absolutely do that. But for right now, we have to get this disgusting block. Actually, you know, polished diorite's not too bad. But you know, it's still got diorite in the name, so I'm not a fan of it. So yeah, let me do some time to remove this, and I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, that only took a few minutes, but I got most of them except for one taken down. I want to keep the one. But now it's time to drop these in our trash can that will deposit it into a fire, because we don't need this trash block in our base. But let me go show you what I'm planning on doing. So here, the cave, the glorious cave. You can see I've got a little sample of how I want the snow. Now, one idea that I had is actually using wool blocks to break up the texture of the snow, and have it, you know, just give it a little more texture and depth. Oh, and I forgot I did that. But yeah, I think that's going to look great if I use that wool like that. And I'm also planning on some other blocks. I'm still sort of figuring that out. I think gravel would look great. And maybe some blackstone every once in a while. Definitely use some of those ores I've been mining. But the first plan of today is actually get this path textured, looking good. And that'll give me a better idea of actually what I want to put in this cave, and how I want it to look, and sort of, you know, what its purpose is going to be. And also, one thing that I really want to do is I want to start moving all my stuff out of that miner's hut. Now, I do want to keep the underground thing for stuff that I mine, like the ores and stones and stuff like that. But up here, this needs to be our essential area where I can come here, you know, if I'm running back and forth to the iron farm, and having a little station where I can get golden carrots, rockets, extra armor if I need to, and all that. So I'm going to be putting one of those stations right here today, and I think that'll help me out a lot. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to get this path all done and dusted, and we're gonna go from there. So give me just a minute, and I'll have that done. Well, I can tell you that went absolutely fantastic. You can see that the cave actually has some life to it now. I've made a lot of these spruce supports, and they just look absolutely fantastic. And I got a little ahead of myself and forgot to record, but I actually went ahead and just powered through this little room right here. And honestly, I'm not used to doing interiors at all. So I was really proud that I could really put this together. I've got some, you know, ores I might be putting on the table to examine, paintings to make it a little homely. And of course, I've got probably my 3 most important items in the game. Torches, because I am absolutely a torch spammer. I apologize about that. I've got golden carrots, which I need to fill up like the torches, and rockets. So yeah, as I'm passing through my base in the future, I can always run over here, grab what I need to, and be on my way. So another thing I was able to do, and I didn't really record this, but this is also just plans right now, was I was able to plan up here on top of the cave where I've got some houses marked out. I've sort of got a little bit of framing going on. It's still in its early stages, but I think I've really got a plan worked out. And again, I've never really pre-planned any of my builds in the past, so I think it's going well. And yeah, all these paths are going to work out. I've got to figure out what to do with this cave. I really want to make that something. Maybe just a direct, like, really decorated, landscaped mine shaft all the way down. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted. I'll probably build these on stream, which in that case, I'll be able to get a replay mod time-lapse, and I will definitely throw it in the next couple of episodes. But that's pretty much it for here. And actually, we have another task at hand. So Kelsey has been working on a competition hall over in the gaming district. Now, this is something that she did last season, and basically what you do is the competitions are themed. So for each holiday or whatever she wants to hold a competition for, you go over there and you have a room. You can't go outside the room, and that's just your little space to build, but you create a little build theme to build for that holiday or competition theme, and it is really fun. This time it is Halloween, so yeah, we're gonna go over there, make a Halloween competition entry, and I actually am gonna record it and have a time lapse for you guys. So yeah, second time lapse of the video. Let's go. All right, here we are at the competition hall. It is, I failed to mention in that previous clip how just absolutely massive this project is, and she's actually not finished yet. She's still got a couple more floors on this one, but basically she's got a fun, bouncy little entrance here. Let me hold shift so we can get that over with. But yeah, she's got a couple of lobbies really nicely decorated. This is the mushroom room, I believe. And then what you do is, well, you know what? Let's cross over here and look at this one. I don't really remember what this one is. It's based off of something. I will have to find that out and put that in the next video. But yeah, what you do is you come up here, and I believe I am the first room. Absolutely. As you saw in the time lapse, that build went very well, and I actually didn't include some of the things because I actually had to take a couple days in between to actually finish this because of real life reasons. But I got rid of all that torch band. Well, mostly all of it. I think I missed, yeah, one or two here and there, but that's okay. I actually do have the results, but I'm going to reveal that in just a second. But if you didn't already know, this is the scene from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I believe it's the end of the movie where Jack and Sally are up on the swirly hill. That's what I call it. And I actually got a couple of Jack and Sally player heads, and of course the patchwork clothing there, and just the black suit for Jack. But I really like how those trees turned out. And that one I wanted to keep kind of dark because this is supposed to be a cemetery, and these are like the scraggly Tim Burton trees, as I call them. And of course, soul lanterns work really good on that. The crying obsidian and blackstone and gray wool floors, I really like those. And overall, it was a really fun build, and we've actually got another competition coming up, so be looking forward to that. But without further ado, we actually did receive a prize for doing this, and we actually got second place. Now, there were only 3 people who entered. Giraffe Queen was first place, and Siphon 112 was third place. So we were right there in the middle, and actually, we got a really nice prize box. Look at that. A lot of emeralds. I'll go ahead and group those together. A bunch of golden carrots, which I absolutely needed. A cake and some netherite gear. So that is going to be very useful. Oh, and a shulker box, because, you know, we run the shulker shack store, but we're actually really poor on shulker boxes right now. So we need to go in rating. But yes, this was such a fun build. I'm really glad that Kelsey decided to amp it up, because if you saw last season, I think we had like 8x8 rooms, so this is an astronomical upgrade to the competition hall. But yes, it was so much fun, and excellent prizes too, so we're definitely going to be doing this throughout the rest of the season. But yeah, guys, unfortunately, that is all I have time for. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We did 2 incredible builds, in my opinion. I'm sure you have seen better, but I always seem to make myself proud. And that's not for, you know, self-righteous reasons. I've never been too creative in Minecraft, and I'm glad I'm able to put something like this together. So guys, thank you so much. I will see you next time. If you liked what you see, hit that like button, and of course, if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.